Want to say good evening to everyone that is live on Facebook, and I hope y'all are watching this interview on Bell's video and audio service podcast. Today we have a special guest, a bishop, all the way from Phoenix City, Alabama. And I'm gonna give him an opportunity before we get started into this interview to introduce himself and just give us a small bio of himself before we start. Bishop, in your hand.
Well, praise the Lord, everybody. God bless you, and thank you, Brother Bill, for the opportunity to be here and talk to the saints and the ain'ts and everybody else. I'm just eager to express who I am and what I am about. Number one, I am a pastor coming up here in a few minutes for 27 years. I'll be having my 27th year pastoral anniversary. I also have 4 children, range from 21 all the way to 32. Um, Currently, I'm not. I am married, but unfortunately, I'm not together. But I am yet holding on to the Lord's unchanging hand. I do have a singing ministry that the Lord has blessed me with. Where I have over 75 songs. I sing all over the country, from Phoenix City to Mexico to the Bahamas, everywhere. And I've been just eager to get back out in the world and do what the Lord has called me to do. And that is to sing and preach the gospel. But I am known as the new country preacher out of Tuskegee, Alabama. I am from Phoenix City, but I am actually a resident of Tuskegee, Alabama as of now.
Amen. Amen. Bishop, she mentioned Tuskegee. I have some friends down in Tuskegee. The former mayor of Tuskegee, we have been friends for so many years. The former mayor, Johnny Ford.
Dr. Ford, I know him.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
We have been friends for quite some time, and we have met up over my 32 years as I was elected official. We have met up all across this state, and not only on the state but on a national level. We have met up and to meetings and dialogue and had some great conversation together of two elected officials trying to do something for their cities and towns.
That is awesome, man. I have not had the opportunity to sit down with Dr. Ford as of now, but I actually don't move into my home until August 1st in Tuskegee. But Dr. Ford is number one on my list. I will be at Macon County, the all-day event that they have every year, August the 28th. Yeah, August the 28th, and I'm sure he'll be there. I have an opportunity to talk to him on that day and then in days to come.
Great. Bishop, I have been following you quite some time on Facebook, and you've been moving around. And one thing I want to bring up, Bishop, that was a big program, and I never forget it. It was raining that day on a Saturday. I believe you had about a hundred preachers scheduled on that program. So let's talk about that, Bishop.
Yes, sir. And thank you for even bringing that up, because that was a dear part of my heart. Um, and it stems so far. Number one, it was called 100 Pastors in the City. We had over 50 pastors that did show up for the event, and only God know how many was on live with us. And they gave monies from New York City, from Virginia to Maryland to all over the U.S. to make sure it went on. And the purpose of that event was to show that preachers can stand together. They don't have to
Amen.
be fighting each other all the time, regardless of what denomination they are or what they believe, because ultimately you got to believe that Jesus Christ is Lord. If you ain't there, you lost anyway. And
Amen.
so the purpose was to bring the Baptists and the Methodists and non-denominational and Pentecostal and so forth, together. And I believe we did that. But what made it more special for me, Doc Bell, was
Mhm.
a couple of days after that. Let me see, I had that on February the 1st, probably the 16th or the 17th after that. I was stricken with COVID-19, and I was in the hospital in the ICU for
Mhm.
20 days. And the doctor told me that they could not do anything else with me. And I was honored to hear those words because it put me in a position to go ahead and pray. And I began to seek the Lord for His guidance, concerning me. And you can tell right now I made it out.
Yes.
I
Bishop,
made it out.
great. I'm glad you brought that up, Bishop. I'm glad you brought that because I was following you even while you was in the hospital.
Oh man, for real?
Yes, I watched you as you lay in that hospital bed with COVID-19.
Wow.
But I know that God can and God will do things that man don't understand. And you are a living testimony, Bishop, that you came out. He brought you through COVID-19, and you are living with it because you right here today, and we having this conversation.
Man, you blessed me so good to tell me that because I really don't know you, but to know that you followed me, boy, I tell you, I'm trying to hold my composure right now. To know that you saw me in the hospital, and I was prepared. I tell everybody everywhere I go, I was prepared to die. Dying was not my problem.
Mm.
My problem was me and God had a conflict. He told me to go to Tuskegee, and for me to die, that means I either misheard God or He
Okay,
told a lie.
okay.
So he either told a lie or I misheard him. And
Mm.
so I dared to call him a lie. So I told him these words, and I've been telling this on every Zoom and every Facebook I've been on. I told the Lord these words. I said, now, I could have misheard you. I said, I don't think I did.
Mm-hmm.
I said, but the doctor just left and they said that I'm 1%
Mm.
from leaving here. And if my breathing don't catch up, I'm not gonna make it. I said, now, if I misheard you, I'm a human. I can do
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
The next day I was in a room and the Lord blessed me. I got over 60% of everything need to be done in Tuskegee already done.
Okay,
Nobody knows about it because I haven't spoken on it because I don't want the devil to get it and cut it down. But I
okay.
have over 60% already done. I'm only waiting on the other 40% and the Lord yet working. And I thank God that a person like you who I've never met saw my testimony. Boy, I
Yes,
tell
sir.
you done messed me up tonight. And I
Yes,
promise you.
yes,
And
sir.
that blessed my soul. Yes, it
Yes, sir. And one thing you said, one thing God cannot do, and that is lie.
did.
He cannot lie. And what he told you, it was the truth because he can't lie. And it's just a blessing. And you have a testimony that God brought you through COVID-19. And I know you had COVID. 'Cause like I said, I followed you from the hospital when you land on your back in the hospital room. And I asked the preacher, did they know you? I asked a preacher friend of mine from LaGrange, Georgia, did he know you? He said, no, I don't know him, but I was trying to find out, did they know the bishop?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And I am overly whelmed. The Lord knows I am. I'm overly whelmed.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I got out of the hospital, one of my closest compadres, he get killed in my house.
Mm.
Right after the end, my wife decided that we were not going to be together no more. And I went to the Lord and I said, I don't know what you want from me,
Okay.
but whatever it is, I surrender.
Yes.
I surrender, and here I am.
Yes, sir.
I'm climbing back. My schedule is full, and I thank God every day for a new opportunity to do His work.
Yeah. And Bishop, and I've been following your singing career. I just got back. You was in Chicago, I believe. Chicago, I believe
Yes,
where you was at. You just
Chicago.
got
Yes, sir.
back. And I've been watching you on Facebook Live. And matter of fact, you have a rehearsal today. I believe. I was watching you. So I let
Thank
you know I follow you. I keep up with what's going on because you're doing some positive stuff.
you.
And
Yes,
you
sir.
have, and you have a great voice. I tell you, you have a great voice, Bishop. And I know you don't have your music with you right now, but the way you sound, you don't need no music. Before we leave off in here, you do me a little small, just an insert of a song before we close out today, called the
Yeah.
public need to hear this. The one that don't know you and that do not follow you like I do, they need to just hear about the bishop.
Yes, sir. Well, I am overly grateful for you, man of God. I mean, you have truly, truly blessed me. I was not expecting this tonight. I promise you. I do interviews from Alaska to everywhere. And for you to be with me from zero to hero,
Mm-hmm.
it really means a lot to me. I promise you. I promise you it does. And my prayer is that you would honor your pastor and you would encourage him, because everybody else already criticizing him. If you as a deacon would encourage him and let
Yes.
him know it's going to be okay, I promise you God will reward you. He'll pay you back. He'll pay you back. I'm a living witness that he'll pay you back. I supported my leader for years, and the Lord ended up giving me not just a job, but gave me his church that he built with his own hand.
Mm-hmm.
Gave it to me. I didn't pay a dime.
Okay.
Gave it to me. And I know God will do the same for you. And I speak blessings over you and your family as well.
Thank you, Bishop. Bishop, kind of share with me, how long have you been ordained a consecrated bishop?
Yes, sir. And that's very important that you said that. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you how important it is. Okay. Number one, an ordination, that word ordained comes from the word ordered by God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's very important that you mentioned that. And so I've been ordained. I'm on my 27th year coming up. I've been ordained pastor probably, I'm 27, 23 years
Okay.
at least. But now when it comes to a bishop, that's something totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said it right. You said ordained and you used the word consecration. Most people don't know the difference. I thank you for knowing the difference, for you
Yes.
taking the time to know the difference. I've been consecrated probably about 12 years. It could be 13 or 11, somewhere in there, but I would say closely to about 12 years. And you cannot be ordained nor consecrated without men doing it for you. And I say this to not just to women or men, but I say this to preachers. You cannot just say I'm an ordained preacher, I'm a licensed preacher, and you don't have nobody to license you.
That's right.
Okay, that's not possible. When you start driving, you got a driver's license.
That's right.
When you got married, you got a married license.
That's right.
When you start fishing, you got a fishing license.
Mm-hmm.
All of those came from men. Okay, when I say men, I mean men or women, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying to you is this: somebody got to do the job for you. You can't just say God did all. I will call by God. That does not work.
Okay.
You're gonna have to be consecrated. That means somebody got to lay hands on you.
Yes.
Somebody got to affirm, not confirm, but affirm you and say, I checked him out. I checked her out. I know they the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
Without that, just saying God doing something, that does not count. It does not matter. You're going to have to have a man. Let me tell you why. Okay. You say, I don't need a preacher. Let me tell you, you're going to need a preacher one way or another. You can need him now, or you can need him when you're in a casket, but you're going to need a preacher.
Okay.
One way or another, you're going to need it.
Yes,
The
sir.
floor is yours, Dr.
Yes,
Bill.
sir. Thank you for bringing that out, Bishop, because somebody somewhere is watching this, and they need to, we got a lot of individuals, without calling any names, that
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
that take on titles without understanding the significance of that title that they taking on.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
you might have one might be said, today I'm a bishop, tomorrow I'm a prophet, I'm this, that, I'm an overseer, so on and so on. We got a lot of that going on. And I think it's because of the lack of knowledge and understanding of what come behind all these position and these titles and what you must do to have have these titles and stuff. But a whole lot of stuff you just take it up on their own and say I'm this and that without going through the proper channel.
Yes, sir. Well, I don't want to say it's a lack of knowledge. I think it's a lack of respect for the clergy, the ecclesiastical. You know, I think that you want to go around. It was the great Dr. Raymond Cochran of Phoenix City, Alabama, who said these words. He said these words. He said, "The wheel is round. Don't try to make it block. Don't try to make it triangular. In other words, you're going to end up doing it the way everybody else do it. You may not like it, but at the end of the day, if you're going to do it right, you're going to do it the way everybody else do it." And I think that most people hate that fact that you're going to have to do it the way everybody else do it. I mean, you don't have to be a Baptist to do it. You don't have to be a Methodist. You don't have to be a Pentecostal. But at the end of the day, you can't hang on the ceiling fan.
That's right.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, you can't jump off the building now. You're gonna have to be legitimate. And that is the case now. I am a full-blooded Baptist preacher, but I run a non-denominational church. But my teaching came from strictly Baptist, and not because that's what I chose, because I studied all religions. But Baptist was most simple. I didn't have to get no headache. I didn't have to. In Baptist, I had to explain myself. You understand? I couldn't just say Erobo Karabasaka and didn't tell nobody what that meant.
All right. I
had to explain myself. You see what I'm saying? And so explanation will put you in a position to where you won't do anything.
All right.
What's yours?
Great. Thank you, Bishop. But let's get into your singing career now. I want to talk about your singing career now. You say you have so many songs, which I know you got some songs because I heard some of them today as you were practicing. So let's talk about.
Yes, sir. Well, let me tell you, and people, and some people misrepresent me when I say this, and I don't mean it harm, but I've been pastoring all my life, all my young life. And don't get me wrong, I love preaching. I love, you know, helping people and dealing with people. But the Lord put me on another avenue. He didn't take this avenue from me. He just put me on another avenue to deal with the gospel. And I didn't even know that I could not sing, not forward to the point of people buying music and booking me for shows. You know, I'm literally booked all the way up until November 4th. And I didn't realize I had that type of, you know, voice or anointing, if you might call it, when it comes to singing. But the truth of the matter is, my life right now is headed more to the singing ministry than any ministry. And it's not because I don't like preaching, because I preach every Sunday. It's not I don't like preaching, but my expression is deeper when I'm able to sing. I think that is the case, what I'm trying to say. And I love it. I don't do just traditional music. Now, I have music that'll probably run you crazy being a Baptist deacon. But I also have traditional music. I also have Jubilee music. I have just about any kind of music you can name that's gospel. And for the white people, for the blacks, I even have music that's speaking in 3 different languages. I have music. Music I have. I don't have a problem with music. I tell folks all the time, and I mean this. If you buy my CD and you don't like it, I'll give you double your money back. And I mean that with all my heart. I don't say that just to be joking. If you listen to my music and you say, well, I really don't like this CD, I give you double your money back. Let me tell you why, and I'm gonna give you the floor. Because I don't get up here just hollering and just singing. I speak from my soul and my heart. And what comes from the heart, Dr. Bell, it reaches the heart.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The floor is yours.
Yes. Thank you, Bishop. Bishop, also, I knew that have you opened up for some big, which I know you're a good big singer yourself, but I want to ask you, have you opened up for some big groups and on the same scale or on the same platform with the folks like the
Man,
late, I would say the late Mighty Cloud of Joy, folks like Lee William and etc.
well, praise the Lord. Well, me and my daughter, we have opened up for Lee William before, and that before he got really sick. You know, I love Lee William. Lord knows I love Lee. Lee William is a man. Lee William is the only man I know that can sing the whole entire time and never move out of his spot. He can sing you till you happy and he won't even move. I never met anybody like that. I love Lee Williams. I opened up for him in Columbus, Georgia. Yes, I did. And I'm in talks even now with Al Green. I should be with him next year.
Okay.
And me and my daughter both open up for, I can't think of the lady name right now. I see her in my face, light skin. Her husband is a comedian in my head, but I can't think of her name. Oh Lord, what's her name? Tamala Man. Tamala Man.
Yes, yes.
And yeah, and so I've had my opportunity, and of course I'm with the famous Clark brothers. Actually, I'll be with them coming up August 22nd. And so it was I mean, I've been with so many people, man, I can't even think of them. But I thank God for people like David Hammond and Chosen Disciples who gave me opportunities to be in large crowds on big stages, because I wasn't looking for that. But they say you got to have that, you know. And so I thank God for it. Yes, I do.
Great, great. Yes, some of the Clark brought our Tuskegee. Matter of fact, they do a lot of singing up here in Randolph County.
Okay.
I probably got, I do. I have a bunch of recorded CDs, but DVDs I did with them on it now. Cause they come to Randolph County pretty regular.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, Victor Clark is he's more closer to me than the rest of them, but I know all of them and I love them very much. And yeah, we will be together on the 22nd of August, and I'm excited to be in their presence.
Okay. One more thing, I'm gonna keep holding you, Bishop. This just is very interesting. I want to thank you for coming on this afternoon and being on this show, because I've been wanting to get you on here, and I finally got you locked down. Because matter of fact, I was locking you down while you were traveling.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Tell me, when you was in Chicago, did you do any singing while you was in Chicago?
You know, it's amazing because my overseer of my music ministry, Brother George Stewart, he called me while I was there. Well, what are you doing up there? I said, well, Doc, I'm going to the radio stations because I'm old-fashioned out there. I like to meet people and literally shake their hand and look, this is my product, and check it out, tell me what you think. And I go all over the country. I've been to Virginia, Texas, everywhere doing that. And he said, what are you doing? I said, well, that's what I'm doing. And he said, well, I should have called me first. I got different connections. You ain't got to do all that. And so, to be honest with you, I got there on Friday. I didn't do nothing Friday. Saturday, I rode all around. I ate all day, and then didn't Saturday but ate. And then Sunday morning, I was back on the plane.
Okay.
I was back on the plane, headed back to Atlanta. So I'm gonna go back again in August for they have like a big street festival where every type of food in the world is there. I'm gonna go for that, and then I'm gonna be able to do my music at that particular point.
Okay, great. Bishop, I want to thank you. What I would like to do, I want you to come back, but I want you to send me if you can email me some of your music, and I can be able to play it through Zoom next time we have our interviews. I can share the stream and play it real smooth for you.
Doc, I got something gonna run you out your shoes. See, you and me, we Baptist folk. I got something gonna run you out your shoe. I ain't worried about you.
Boy, I would love that, Bishop. Bishop, I would love that. So, yes, Bishop, before we leave, we're not gonna take too much more of your time, because I want you just hit me one little note. The public hit a little note for us. I know they would love to hear that.
But the song said, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. My God can handle it better than you can. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Bishop,
Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. My God can handle it better.
Well, we have lost Bishop some reason or another, but we just have lost him probably some internet problem that he was having. I can tell his internet was going in and out. But we want to thank Bishop for coming on and being a part of this show this afternoon. But we're going to bring him back, and we hope the internet be better. So until next time, y'all stay blessed.